If your job search feels a bit like sinking under a mountain of unanswered applications, you are not alone. You spend hours submitting resumes into a silent void and hear nothing back. When you apply to dozens of listings a day and your inbox stays empty, the natural assumption is that you simply aren't qualified. You start second-guessing your experience and your skills. But your experience is rarely the actual problem. The real barrier blocking your career progression is an invisible, highly literal technical filter. This is the trade-off of the spray and pray approach. Using one generic CV allows you to rapid-fire 50 applications a day, but that exact same generic format destroys your visibility to the software evaluating you. Treating the job market like a sheer numbers game guarantees your resume will never actually reach a human being. Before a recruiter reviews your profile, it has to pass the Applicant Tracking System, or ATS. This automated algorithm is the gatekeeper for nearly every mid to large company today. This 3D funnel chart illustrates the problem. Thousands of dots, representing individual applications, pour into the funnel's top. Watch the middle. When the applicants strike the ATS filter, the algorithm stops the vast majority. Only a tiny fraction trickles through to human review. Surviving this exact choke point means you have to stop treating your CV as a personal biography. It is a structured data set, and you have to format it to reflect exactly what the algorithm is programmed to find. We need to calculate the objective return on investment of tweaking your resume. We have to separate the specific optimizations that actually get you through that filter from the ones that waste your time. To figure out exactly how much time you should spend tailoring your CV, we use an effort versus impact framework. This 2x2 matrix maps your optimization options, effort on the horizontal axis and interview impact on the vertical. Watching this chart, we start with essential baseline interventions. ATS formatting compatibility and chronological hygiene plot perfectly into the low-effort, high-impact quadrant. Executing this requires specific physical subtractions from your document. You must ruthlessly strip out all tables, columns, and images. You also need to add clear context to any unexplained gaps in your career timeline. Look at this split screen. On the left side, complex design choices and columns turn into scrambled, unreadable code when parsed by a machine. On the right, a boring, plain text document yields perfectly organized, scannable data. You are sacrificing visual aesthetics and human appeal to guarantee perfect machine readability. Hitting this baseline formatting is the absolute minimum viable threshold. Do not click Apply on any platform until your document is machine readable. Once the baseline is set, we have to look at optimizations that require heavy lifting up front but deliver massive algorithmic rewards. Returning to the ROI matrix, look at the upper right. Quantifying your achievements plots high for impact, but also extremely high for the effort required to do it. We call this the metric mandate. You must convert qualitative daily duties into hard numbers. You need percentages, budget sizes, revenue growth, or specific team headcounts. This text illustration shows exactly what that looks like in practice. Responsible for sales team gets crossed out. It is vague. Led a team of 8, increasing revenue by 34%, takes its place. It is specific, and the algorithm can weight it. This is a heavy time cost. Extracting these numbers forces you to dig into past corporate data and reconstruct your impact. Hold logic of the AI filter, and they stand up to the heavy scrutiny of the human recruiter on the other side. The most intensive intervention available to you is AI Keyword Tailoring. It is highly demanding, but it is the most effective way to align your profile. This diagram shows cross-referencing. The left side highlights target industry terms the employer needs. As those exact terms are injected into the CV text on the right, satisfying the automated screening, a relevant score dial jumps from 30 straight up to 95. This strategy forces you to generate, manage, and track a distinct, customized CV file for almost every single application you submit. You can apply this same data-driven approach to your market positioning. AI cross-referencing against real market data reveals the precise salary bands that someone with your specific keyword profile actually commands. Holding verified market data acts as a shield. It prevents you from naming a number too low during an initial screening call and leaving money on the table. Committing to hyper-tailoring means your total application volume will plummet, but your mathematical probability of securing a top-tier interview increases exponentially. You now have a menu of optimizations. The next step is mapping these strategies to your exact career reality and your available time. This decision tree maps your optimal application architecture. Everyone starts here, but the path splits. The active switcher branch flows strictly into strip formatting and basic hygiene. This is for candidates needing high volume and speed to secure employment quickly. If you are time poor and need a job now, you skip deep keyword tailoring. You focus entirely on the baseline fixes so your document survives the initial automated purge while maintaining a high application rate. Now look at the strategic climber branch. This targets highly specific senior-level roles. It bypasses the basics and flows directly into AI keyword tailoring and metric extraction. Senior candidates require hyper-specific market alignment. To achieve that exact match, you have to accept a drastically slower, highly calculated application rate. Blindly following generic CV advice fails because context matters. Your application architecture must perfectly mirror your specific career urgency. This vault door locking represents the finality and definitive precision required to succeed in the modern job market. You are choosing between precision data and raw application volume. Submitting a massive pile of unoptimized applications is mathematically useless against modern filtering software. You are dealing with an algorithmic gatekeeper. It has no emotions, it makes no assumptions, and it strictly demands algorithmic inputs. Passing this technical filter with verified market data in hand is the only way to enter salary negotiations from a position of power. Modern resume optimization has nothing to do with impressing human sensibilities. You are providing the exact digital coordinates an AI needs to discover your value.